This is the Geforce GTX 1080 Ti. Okay, I had to do it. So this is the Geforce GTX 1080 Ti, as it's called by us gamers. This is widely regarded to be one of, if not the finest pieces of video hardware ever created. And the model that I'm holding here, the Asus Strix, the Asus ROG Strix GTX 1080 Ti was one of the more desirable models. It was, I think, about $150 more expensive than the Founders Edition. And these actually, the 1080 Ti was the first one they offered the Founders Edition on. So it looks like a very modern card. I mean, if you didn't know what this was, this might as well be a modern mid-sized card for all intents and purposes. So, this particular unit has kind of an interesting story. So I had a friend that worked back in 2017 at a medium-sized YouTube channel. I guess back then channels weren't quite as big as they are today, so it was a decent-sized channel. And I was told that they got the card as more or less payment for the review. Like, it wasn't like they just received retail boxed product and then could do what they wanted when they were done with it. So I was told. I don't know how that works, but so he sold this to me. I believe I picked it up for somewhere in the neighborhood of $650. $650. It was under $7. I believe MSRP on this card was $869.99. So I got a good deal. And shortly after I bought it, the first crypto insanity happened. And these became worth like $1,500. And I didn't have enough money back then to pay $1,500 for something that should be $900. I do now, but back then I didn't. So this will play any game out right now. So if you're seeing this video and you're watching it because you YouTubed GTX 1080 Ti because you're looking at one, this will play any game out right now. To the best of my knowledge, there's nothing that it will not handle at a very playable, enjoyable level. Even, I mean, this came out in 2017. So that makes this an 8-year-old video card. But there is nothing that this can't handle. It's got all of your normal inputs. You got your standard, well, except this one also has dual link DVI, which you will not get for the most part on modern video cards anymore. Let me see. Do I have one? I was going to say, do I have a... Where's my... Oh yeah, my 3080's down there. Does my 3080 have DVI? No. Yeah, no, you don't really get DVI, so this was kind of the last generation of cards that you saw DVI on. This one's kind of cool because it's got dual HDMIs, which even now is generally kind of rare. Usually you typically see one HDMI in your 3 display ports, which... personally, I prefer DisplayPort just because most of my high-performance monitors are DisplayPort, but sometimes having a second HDMI can be nice. It's even got, on the back, a bunch of fan controllers, and I believe it's got an RGB, yeah, it's got an RGB hookup as well, so you can sync. I guess you could use the video card to sync your RGB if you wanted all your RGB synced to the same thing, I guess. It's small. For a high-end card, by today's standards, it's small. That wasn't the case until fairly recently. It is slightly larger than a true 2-slot card. So, the cooler is straight up 2 slots, but the shroud makes it above 2 slots. This one, it has RGB accents there, and there. On this particular unit, as is what I've found to be commonly the case, they've mostly died except back here. But the card itself, this particular unit is still fully functional. The reason why I'm doing this video today is because I'm putting together a new Plex media server, which is what this is out of. I may or may not upgrade that to either an RTX card, like maybe a, I don't know, like a 40... Did they even... I don't even remember if they released... Whatever the lowest, cheapest 40 series card I can get is, or possibly a a business grade RTX card because those have a little more capabilities for rendering. But for now, this is the card that goes in my Plex server, and since I'm rebuilding the Plex server and I have the card out, I figured I might as well do just a quick look at the 1080 Ti while I've got it. It does also have, so another thing that this is the last of, I believe this is the last regular GeForce card that has an SLI capability. You could SLI these. SLI was dead at the time that this was released. I mean, it wasn't, there's not a single new game out that runs it, but, oh look. Ha! I even left some of the oh no, is that a plastic E? I thought I left a plastic on it. I guess I didn't. The labels are starting to come off. I thought it was a little peelable plastic, but my labels are coming off. But it's still in good condition. I use it for various things. It may get retired sooner or later. I have the original. Dang it! I cannot get this thing to. The heck! There we go. This is the original box that it came in. It's kind of gotten dinged up over the years, so I've had to put some tape on it, but occasionally, when I'm not using it, I'll put the card back in here and kind of store it, so. I hope you guys enjoy that look at this. I've done lots of videos over the years with this card, on and off, so I've got lots of video of it, so I wasn't going to put up actual gameplay video, but maybe at some point I will, but I thought you guys might just like looking at a pretty piece of hardware. See if I can do kind of a little beauty shot there. Just a pretty piece of hardware, you know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching the video.